writers, come write with me. My name is Mykela. I create worlds for mind adventures. Welcome to my channel, Write with Mykela. I'm very glad to have you join me. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and the bell so you can continue on this journey with me. Today we're going to discuss a few terms or ideas, and then we will add to your story with my setting. The terms we're looking at today are Requiem and Sentient. Requiem means, especially in the Roman Catholic Church, a mass for the repose of the souls of the dead, or a musical composition setting parts of a Requiem mass or of a similar character, or an act or token of remembrance. We are going to focus on the last little bit, an act or token of remembrance, of fact, quality. Sorry, I skipped a part. An act or token of remembrance. So, a token is a thing serving as a visible or tangible representation of a fact, quality, feeling, etc. An act could be anything such as laying a certain flower on a loved one's grave, or taking up something in memory of someone else, like donating to a certain cause or doing a walk for cancer. As always, how can we use this in our stories? Well, certainly most of us aren't starting our stories at the beginning of time. We're starting in the middle somewhere. Our characters may have lost someone close to them, and that character may have a token to remember, like a photo, or a talisman, or a journal, or anything else. I have my grandmother's jewelry box. It's nothing special, and I don't have a key to the box, but it is a token for me to remember her. So leave a comment on a requiem of yours, a token you have for remembrance of someone that was special to you. So, our characters may wear a piece of jewelry or carry something in their pocket for remembrance. We are writers, so we know why they have certain things and do certain things. We don't have to reveal the why to our readers, especially not at the beginning. Our readers can just see the token or the act and wonder about it. Now, there is a music video by a French singer. Her name is Mykela, and the song is a love story. So it's also a music video, so if you want to go on YouTube and type it in and search for it, you can watch it. In the video, you see a boy in a room, and he has a requiem, a token. There's a small crystal ball on a chain. Then, later, you see an older man who has the same token, and he takes a single rose and lays it on the gravestone, and he removes the old rose. So you can see he has the token, and he has the act of going to the grave to lay the flowers. So he has both of those things. I love the song. I like Amelia, or Indila. I'm not really sure how you say her name. It's Indila, Indila. I don't understand all the French, but I enjoy her songs. Another song of hers I like is Dernier Dance. Sorry, this song seems a little off topic, but the word dernier means last. So the title is Last Dance, and in that video, the girl has a picture of someone, but I'm not sure that person is dead. So I'm not sure if the person is dead, then it can be a requiem, and then the song would go that way. Anyway, the first song I mentioned is quite moving, even though I don't understand the words, because of the requiems used like my grandmother's jewelry box. Now I'm asking for an act that you do to remember someone that has died. In a story I'm writing for the channel, it should be next season, one person never knew his father, but his mother told him his father liked a certain lady. So his requiem or act was to watch that movie many times through his life to kind of, not because he was missing his father so much, but just to kind of get to know his father, because that's all he has from his father. So that's his requiem. Also, leave comments on requiems, either acts or tokens, in shows, books, movies, anywhere that you have seen this is someone else's writing. Our next term is sentient. Sentient is an adjective and means able to perceive or feel things. A more in-depth meaning is being able to feel, perceive, or be conscious of one's surroundings through the senses, and it implies a capacity for sensation and subjective experience, like feeling pain, fear, or happiness. A sentient being can experience things like sight, hearing, touch, taste, smell, and it includes the ability to be aware of oneself and one's environment. Sentience allows for subjective feelings like emotions, or feelings and emotions, and not just a mechanical response. What does that sound like? It sounds like us. We are sentient beings. AI robots are not. But we personify things, which we discussed personification in season 1, episode 31. So here we're splitting hairs a bit. We're not talking about personifying AI robots or inanimate objects. We're talking about actually feeling things and about actually being aware of one's environment. Now, there is such a thing as sensory deprivation tank therapy, also known as float pod therapy, where you float in weightless tranquility in a soundproof pod. Those pods are supposed to help you de-stress. They are also called salt floats. The salt helps you to float. And a great way to gain magnesium, that's why some people do it, is just to gain the magnesium. I've never done one, but I have a friend that has, and she enjoyed it. She de-stressed while she was in there. Of course, once she got out, back into life, there's the stresses right there. These pods suppress our sentience. So, think about a time when the lights went out and it was dark outside. So, no lights outside, no lights inside. Thankfully, we most likely know the way around our house. You can find a flashlight. But at that point, you're probably listening closer to what's in the environment. You're listening for your dog or your kids or something, so you don't step on your dog or you don't bump into your kids while you're trying to go get your flashlight. Now, if you were in a big store with no skylights and lots of people and the lights went out, what would you do? Would you freeze and listen? Many of us today, would turn on the flashlight on our phone. Okay, it's so easy, just turn it on. When I'm leaving one of my friend's house and it's dark, because we've been weekends after work and stuff, it's dark. Her ceiling's not even, so I turn on my flashlight. It's right there. But it hear her? Could it see her in the dark? There were rocks on the cave floor that could make noise as she stepped. Her breathing was harsh. She didn't dare even glance at the pocket watch with the backlight to check the time of the noise when she knew the creature was near. In that scene, she couldn't see so well, and the fear was high. As writers, our character senses are important. Even if we don't use the term sentient, we need to know the character's sentience. We need to know what they see, hear, feel, taste, or smell. And we need to describe that to our readers. Leave a comment on the way you felt the last time the lights went out and where you were. Were you at work? And then 10 seconds later, the generator kept on. Were you in the bathroom with no windows? So, I'm giving an extra assignment today. For the rest of the day, I want you to observe as many of your senses as possible and note them down at the end of the day. Then the next time you write on your stories, I want you to pull that out and add some sentience to some of your characters. Now, let's turn to our writing. Pull out your story with a setting. I'm going to have a shared plot for this one. We're just going to pull it out and continue from wherever we left off. For reference, we started this in season 3.1, episode 17, and then we continued. If you check the description below, it will list all of the episodes, and it will have the original setting where we started. So it's not a plot, it's a setting. So we don't have a shared plot, we have a shared setting. That's where we started. And feel free to screenshot the setting and start today. Of course, all works here on the channel are copyright protected, so that's one reason to send it in, because that will be proof that your writings are yours. When I read them to my readers and my viewers, and give you credit, there's your proof. Documented, out on YouTube, there's your proof. Send your writings to writewithmykela@gmail.com. Now, pause the video. Write a scene. Write at least 500 words, or whatever goal you have, and come back and I'll read what you wrote. Welcome back, writers. Before I start, I will remind you that Mykela was in her lawyer's office and he was about to tell her something. If you can turn to him and start paying more attention or higher attention. That's where we left off, so I wanted you to kind of remember that. Now let me read what I wrote. Well, to be honest, I don't know where to start studying the lawyer. When I first became a lawyer, I, of course, was only an associate, and my boss was a lawyer that oversaw my cases, and I went to continuing education together. This was long ago. And we saw the same kind of charity ball as I saw Friday night. I haven't seen them in a while. What my boss then told me was something unbelievable, unimaginable, indescribable, and I didn't believe. He motioned to the TV. But the same thing happened. He sat in silence for a few minutes. After I tell you some things, you may decide you don't want to work with me, and that's okay. I'll refund your whole deposit. Go ahead and look back at the TV, and then at the lawyer. She wanted to tell him she knew more than he thought, but she decided against it. He told her that after the women donated blood, and the vampires, yes, vampires, he said the word without blinking. The vampires could assume permission for a period of time that he didn't know. Mykela sat there and listened to boss said the vampires were going underground, and they could rise up another day and not see a day older. Mykela tried to take everything in, and she didn't speak. The lawyer said, "How about I get you some coffee?" And he got up and walked on. Mykela didn't know what to say. She didn't know if she should spill the beans or not. Say anything. She did click the TV back on and rewound the news to watch it. She moved to sit on the coffee table so she didn't have to strain her neck. Mykela saw the women in the room that were looking at the photo, and they were giving TV interviews of how scared they were, how they loved the women, and everything else. The lawyer walked back in with 2 cups of coffee and handed her one. He sat on the coffee table next to her and motioned to the TV. "I'm guessing they didn't really know the victims." Mykela shook her head. They shared how she had seen them in a different room discussing the photo and saying how the photo was of a werewolf and that meant the queen must know. She concluded with the fact that those women weren't in the room as far as she observed. The lawyer said, "The photo. Could you pick out the person in the photo? The person needs to know they have his or her picture." "Where was the picture from? Did you hear that part of the conversation?" Then he smiled a little. "I guess this means you don't think I'm crazy." They both got up off the coffee table and faced each other. Mykela smelled her coffee and took a small sip, very hot drink. Then Mykela shook her head. She glanced around. "Are there any recording devices in here?" The lawyer shook his head. "In Kentucky, we do have one-party consent, but as a lawyer, I'm careful about using that. Besides, the recorders will be in the room we first met." He motioned to the couch. "Please sit down, let's talk a bit." Mykela confessed that she didn't know whom she could trust with the truth, but that she knew her husband was a neophyte, and she had been learning things. Mykela set her coffee down and pulled out her phone. "I don't know how much I can share, but everything is confidential in here," said the lawyer. "I am your lawyer." Mykela pulled up the footage of the match from last night. She hadn't saved the footage every night, but she saved last night's footage before she showed the lawyer. The lawyer sat across from her and held the phone. He shook his head. "I heard someone purchase the Manchester estate." He continued watching and shaking his head. The lawyer handed back her phone and sat back in the chair. "Do you give me permission to remove those cameras?" This question slightly startled Mykela and she didn't respond right away. The lawyer took the controller for the TV and turned the news back on. He let it play for a few minutes and then turned it off. He said, "I think it is too dangerous for you to remove them." "How many cameras?" "More," answered Mykela. "Don't worry. I have a man for the job," said the lawyer. "Now back to my question. Do you think you can identify the person in the photo?" Mykela slightly nodded her head. She dropped her head down to her chest for a few minutes and asked him if he had heard what happened in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. The lawyer looked at her for a few minutes and then said, "I have a few good, reliable friends that related to me the events in Harrodsburg." The woman said that was the only footage that was clear from the news reporters stated to hear. "And you know the person from Harrodsburg?" asked the lawyer. Hesitantly, Mykela confirmed this. "I don't want to hold you up too much," said the lawyer, "but I'll give you my cell and you text me when you are out of the house. We will continue this conversation. If you know that person, you need to let him or her know that the vampires have his or her photo. I'll make a few calls myself." Mykela put his number in her phone, but she didn't put lawyer or any initials like PC or ESQ. And in the notes, she put cousin under the lawyer's advice. Mykela thought, thankfully she did have a cousin to Dorito Taco Supreme for you with avocado sauce, your favorite. George smiled a little, but you had to tell him it was a forced smile and not the smile that the real George would have given her. Thanks, I'm not hungry. I sat up because I wanted to take some aspirin or Excedrin. My head is pounding. You want me to get it for you? Said Piano. Just let me put her food down and I'll get some medicine and water. No, I don't want to bother you, stated George. I'll get the medicine and some beer to take you with. Okay, but it is no trouble, Piano said. I'll put your tacos in the refrigerator. Sure, replied George, and then he got up and headed into the hall bathroom to get some medicine. Piano was glad that he chose that bathroom and not the master. She didn't know what M&M's was missing. That night couldn't come fast enough, but soon after George flew off, a small moving van pulled up. The werewolves and warlocks were all helping, and they asked her if things were hers before marriage or after, and if after then had she inherited them. She hadn't inherited anything after marriage. That meant she didn't take the master bed, but she got a guest bed. She didn't get the refrigerator in the kitchen, but she got the older one from the garage. She got to bring her car and her washer and dryer. She drove her car behind the moving van, and she had Fangston in her car with her. She asked him to take Alfred out with an exclamation. Kalista had Wolverine with her, and she was following the hair. On the way to her grandmother's house after Fangston sent the text, Piano told Fangston about her conversation with her lawyer. Fangston asked who was in the photo, and Piano admitted that she didn't remember the name, so Fangston asked if she remembered what news network. At first, Piano said ABC, but then she said that was the station the lawyer showed her with the dead women, and she didn't know the women's source of the photo. Fangston told her not to worry about it. They would find out. Once they arrived at her grandmother's house, Piano was surprised to see Nora there. Oh, I'm here all right, said Nora. My staff is running the pawn shop. I'm here because someone from Wolverine's group told me that you have not warded the house. So I'm going to make sure you do that, and then I will stay with you for a few days until we learn how George is going to act. Piano sighed. Her life certainly was no longer normal. It didn't take long for werewolves and warlocks to empty the moving van, and many of them left with it. Piano didn't know they hadn't actually rented it, and she didn't know that they would adjust the mileage and delete the footage. She would learn all that much later. It was past 2 in the morning when she lay down to sleep in a small twin-sized guest bed that was now in her grandmother's room, and Nora was on the couch in the living room. That Piano didn't recognize, and Kalista had come home. Okay, writers, that's all I'm writing today. That was a little over 1,600 words. Leave a comment on if you would have told the lawyer everything Piano told her lawyer. Leave a comment on if you would want someone to remove cameras you set up to spy on George. Leave a comment on if you would have bought Taco Bell for George, since he hasn't been eating anything you get for him lately. Leave a comment on if you would be glad for and want to be sleeping at your grandmother's house with you. Leave a comment on anything else you want, including but not limited to how many words you wrote in your story today. Now, if you celebrate Christmas, I wish you a Merry Christmas. Otherwise, happy holidays. Join me Friday for Princess of Norway and Steiger Garden. Join me Tuesday for some more jargon. Leave a comment on a term you may have discussed or your favorite terms